So we had a game that somebody had to win, the Broncos versus the Bears. Um, the Broncos came out on top. I'm kind of happy they came out on top, mainly because I feel that Russell Wilson is playing sound football, and he has been. If you look at his numbers this year, they're up with the league, some of the top guys in the league. His completion percentage is at 67%. Quarterback rating 106. He's only thrown 2 interceptions. He's thrown 9 touchdowns. Um, he's wildly efficient. If you look at this game here as well too, he's 21 for 28, 3 touchdowns. He's taking care of the ball. Only sacked 1 time with a 133.5 quarterback rating. Not only that, he had 4 for 13 on the ground. Wasn't much, but enough to hold the defense steady. No quarterback in the NFL has thrown to more receivers than Russell Wilson. And when you look at that, he's divvying out the ball in a way that is ensuring that because there's no real number one. Is it Cortland Sutton? Is it Jerry Jeudy? Who is their number one? Um, I Jerry Jeudy at Alabama wasn't a one. He complimented Henry Ruggs and Devontae Smith, but he wasn't a one. And with the patience that the organization is having with Jeudy and Cortland Sutton of say, hey, when are you going to break out and be a number one guy? It's starting to thin. So Russell Wilson has had to throw multiple guys without a consistent run game. The run game was pretty fair this game just because the Chicago Bears defense was abysmal. Um, I don't say abysmal, but they didn't necessarily play. It was a defense that the Denver Broncos were going to slice up. But I think we're looking at what's happened with the Broncos. We're just automatically placing the blame on Russell Wilson, and I don't think Russell Wilson's the one to blame for this. I think there's not pieces. There's no one really. There's a Marvin Mims. Like there's no one really that's the number one receiver that you can go to. He doesn't have that guy that's consistently reliable, and that's a big challenge for them. Challenge for him. Now on the other side, Justin Fields probably had one of his best games of the career. 28 for 35. 335 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, a 132 quarterback rating. Not only that, he had 4 for 25 from the ground. They ran the ball well. DJ Moore had a day after we heard the soundbite with him and Devin White saying that they're using him wrong. He had 8 for 131 and 1 touchdown. Justin Field, the 2 turnovers, you got to get rid of those though. Right? You have to get rid of the 2 turnovers, and that's why you guys pretty much lost the game. So a better showing, is it because they played a weaker team? Maybe. Just surprised that and not that they're doing it on the Broncos, but the Broncos are getting passed on so well with Patrick Surtain back there. The Bears do have some winnable games. They have the Commanders, the Vikings, the Raiders, the Chargers, Saints, Panthers, Lions. They have a pretty weak schedule where they can kind of come out and have a decent year. And we're talking playoffs. Playoffs is a stretch, especially when your top receiver Chase Claypool. I don't know why he said it in a couple of years ago. He said he was the best receiver in the game. Just pretty much has a healthy scratch. They said stay home. They basically said you figure out what you want to do, and he stayed at home. So I expect Claypool to build a trading block for him to go somewhere. The Steelers can use a number one receiver. And the Broncos, they have the Jets, the Chiefs, the Packers, Chiefs again. I think those are four good winnable games. I think that they play sound football. The Jets is going to be a good game. Chiefs are going to be a good game. The Packers are going to be a good game. I think are all winnable. The Bills are going to be tough. The Bills are going to be tough for them to beat. But when I look at it, they're all winnable games in the schedule. But this is a game that somebody had to win, and I'm not surprised it went to the more polished quarterback.